That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase.
Impressive.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber.
If it's an audience she desires, an audience let us provide.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketherick's advisor went off on a field trip. Z'rell's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
If it's an audience she desires, an audience let us provide.
Praise the Absolute.
Not to diminish our efforts, but it was rather simple getting here in the end, wasn't it?
The obstacles ahead of us promise to be higher still.
Another true soul. The disciple of the sea. Through the main doors.
Each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters. Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they...
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Z'rell now. Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Dissarin Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Yeah. Thank you, true soul.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. You hear her?
Of many hearts.
Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Now's your chance to offer something worthwhile.
above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Pig! In walls above! Maybe. Whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig band! Not allowed to pet nose! You find meat? You share! Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. Thank...
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlak, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Balder. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
Time to rest.
Making me sweat.
There is work to do. I wonder what the next move is.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Soldier.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Enough. Just leave the bloody Trusos to their business.
not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure?
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
The goblins. They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little! And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Zorel. Be creative. A new, true soul come to share their wisdom? And what do you have? A pity, then, that her faith was so inadequate. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins, too.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit! I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit.
That whole time I thought I was talking to people. My microphone was on mute. I am embarrassed beyond belief. I don't even know when the last time you heard me.
Of course not, my lord. Thank you.
Well, this is an entrance, an epic entrance for a bad
You
guy.
heard the general. The
It
goblins
beats
are
him
yours.
to death
Deal with
with
them
his
however
bare
you
hands.
wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command.
I'ma set him free.
Upstairs when you're... You wouldn't hurt me, would ya? We're mates, me and you. Practically family. You won't regret this. Praise the Absolute.
seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
Again, we're gonna go right over that save.
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled, at least for a while.
I know better than to indulge every craving, Shadowheart. But when the time is right, the Absolutists will feel the sting of my blade.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. Oh, the good is buried deeper in some, that is true. But Barnabas, sweetie, what would you like him to do? A prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Soul.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Wisdom, silver, and control once and for all. Reinforce your efforts with your own. It seems you're not as commanding as you think. DC 16, I got a +4 wisdom. Let's put some guidance on that. I can't beat this even if I wanted to. Not that. Nah. Why not? Put that, add some more stank on that thing. Barely made it. I got ones on both those rolls.
Like rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No? Barnabas? Darling? No!
Another parasite. Collect.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oh, the only way I could have failed that. So we ain't going for that. Wow. Wow. You gotta love it.
As if following
Crit to
a
crit.
well-worn path, your mind reaches out and knows where to squeeze. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Alright, now I got a sort of control over them. I save over that. Now we're gonna go upstairs, deal with this situation.
It is disciple. General Thorne's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Rel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No.
They didn't.
Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself.
Explain myself. Give me yourself. Deception. Dead, they're waste. Free, they spread the word of the absolute. Persuasion, they won't get far. Let the curse take them and save us the job of cleaning up their innards. You said I could do whatever I wanted with them, so I did. I'll go with deception, see how that works. Add a bonus. Always said the dice represented the luck in the situation. I hit that. That's luck. Me hitting the right buttons as I'm talking to her, regardless of how skilled at talking I am.
Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Alright. I got a persuasion, distract results to your Dallin till they sell. You care for Shadowheart? Fake it. Fill your mind with love for the absolute. Wisdom. Overwhelm her by unleashing a wave of hatred as you prepare to attack. Nah. Distract her by drawing her towards your hunger for power.
Caution.
I'm going with that.
Hesitation. You fear power even when it's offered freely. Would you waste the Absolute's gifts as well? I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why... And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorne. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Or is it true that General Thorm is invulnerable?
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable.
I live to serve. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And bring the relic home.
Understood. I'm ready to head out. What if Balthazar is dead? What exactly is this relic he was sent to retrieve? He said you lost contact. What do you mean?
And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry.
What if Balthazar is dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
What exactly was this relic he was sent to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
I failed the insight check there. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Alright. Now we go around. You look at the map. That's downstairs. We're gonna go around. That's downstairs. That's down. Alright, let's keep going around and see what we see. We're supposed to. Let's look at the log. Inside Mandara's feet. Find the relic. We gotta go into his quarters and get this moon lantern. Use Balthazar's room key. Engrave, get the Yankee disc. Let's read this book. And it's engraved, get the Yankee disc.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Jastil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith the First would preside as Queen of the Githyanki. The Felaman remains the Queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the Fell Prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki.
Alright, leave.
Such a strange disc. Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
Camp supplies?
What's in here?
What is it? Asterion, if you please.
Touch me.
Don't touch me.
Let's crack it open.
Let's go raw and see what we get. Ooh, derivation cloak. Deadly derivation when you poison a foe. Heal yourself 1d4 points. We'll get that to Gale.
Careful, I might.
At the ready. All right, what now?
Let's see what this travel says. So these personal notes. Request from the next caravan. Yeah, these dudes. Now there is, you know what, let's check this body here. Take his heart, take his gold, check this corpse. What you gotta do is there's a trick to opening this door back here, this bookcase. Alright, let's go. I think what you gotta do is put a heart or something like that inside this this big pot. You can combo it. So we're gonna do a quick save. Boom, right before here. Then we're gonna start fiddling with this, and I think it's the top right. That one. That you gotta mess with. Ah, that's what it is. You gotta take. You gotta put the heart in here. Alright. That makes more sense. So you open that, put the heart in, hit insert. The Secrets of the Necromancer, Gale of his Pie. So now we open that up. Sage a little too familiar with the grotesque. Let's look at the journal. Inspiration. Solve the study puzzle. Do it without making a mistake. So you get inspired for both of those. We come in here.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Someone there? Hardly a challenge.
Magic touch.
A ritual circle. Judging by the shadow sigils inscribed, it was used in the creation of Balthazar's moon lanterns. Though its power is weakened, you could still use the shattered pixies Balthazar discarded to craft one final lantern. Not to repel the shadows, but to wield them. Mystra forbids the use of such magic. She would insist the sigils be destroyed, the circle's evil dissipated. But she is not here, and you are.
Now, what I just did was I broke her rules and created this, what is it called? Shadow Lantern. Combine conscious shadow lantern, right?
Still breathing, despite everything.
If Mystra were here, I don't think she'd be best pleased with me for doing that. She was always rather fond of Pixie. Still, I'm sensing no signs of any divine retribution incoming. Not quite sure what to make of that.
Once she obey her command, she's hardly going to chastise you to put that at risk. It makes sense why punish when she's already giving you a death sentence.
A valid and most astutely observed point. So long as I have her mission ahead of me, I suspect she'll not want to distract me with any undue moralizing. It may not be the most savory kind of magic, but it will taste sweet enough if it brings us to the heart of the Absolute in one piece.
I'm not sure I like using these dark powers. There's something wrong about them. I love unsavory things. Don't feel guilty on my account. We need all the power we can get if we're to succeed against the Absolute. And beyond it, if Mistress letting you choose these powers, you have the choice about the orb.
Quite the pair of legs you've got on you to make that kind of... No, Mistra wouldn't have issued an order like that. Now come.
Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go. Now, what we can do is this. Pick up this charred prayer book. No, we're not gonna go there. That starts a fight with Catherine Thorne that we don't have to have. Alright, so that door too. We're gonna go back downstairs. Out the front door. Or are we? Yeah, I think that was that ogre she killed upstairs. I wanted to go check on that. There was an ogre that I meant to talk to before I went upstairs. She was out here. She was over in here. Talking about she heard something in the walls. Oh, she's still there. What's somebody else? Alright, cool. Meg, yeah.
Loud. Clumsy.
And she heard the meat sounds in the kitchen. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I'm not going down there. So I'm not going to I've done it before, and it was so sidetracky. I kind of got confused on what they really were asking me to do and let it alone. Restarted the game and didn't pursue it anymore.
Minthara was dragged to the prison in Moonrise. If she's still there, this is our last chance to save her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Minthara's in the prison. Let's go down there. Ooh, her.
Araj O'Blodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Just a little prick. There we are. Although perhaps there's one more. He's a vampire, no?
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, I assume he I'm sure he Do you have a name?
Stop.
Good.
I'm...
To fill your love...
Blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah.
not for sale.
I will have to...
I'm trying to get him to fight her.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. Darling, after all... Hold.
Incredible. Not your I feel... I hope it was...
No time to die.
I'm gonna see if she gives a potion to everybody.
Araj, should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. Just a little... There we are.
Assume nothing.
Yeah, he said if you can get it from everybody, I'm gonna get it from...
Should you be interested, I have a particular offer. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent Just... There we are. All of your... Welcome back, true soul. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent... Just a little... There we are.
Let's cook in.
Araj Obluk. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent Just a little... There we are.
Seek and you shall find me.
Araj, should you be interested, I have a particular... With one drop, I can brew a rather potent... Goodness, no.
You realize why the name rings familiar? House of Blodra was purged a century ago by an alliance of rival drow houses. Among the many crimes tallied against them, their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
Blessed by the Absolute, but not blinded by it. The beings you speak of have no use for gods. And yet here we stand in a church of their make. Unless they are not the makers, but simply the means. Wouldn't that be a secret worth knowing? So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence. In exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides.
Oh. That's interesting.
Just a little prick, and it's a little pain for a lot of... There we are. All of your very best...
No one back home will ever believe this. Looking ahead.
A little saliva. Saving that.
I've blessed and vigor. Permanently increase your strength by 2. Who I want to give that to? Elixir of human versatility. Charred prayer book.
Let's get on with it.
You haven't felt like prey in many
Elixir of half elven healing. Very interesting. Misty Step, Invigorating Leap, and Blur each. Only once until your next long rest. Most of them are until a long rest, except for that.
Keep a blade close.
Vampire joint. Elixir of Elven Elegance. Lasts until a long rest. That's an additional 10 move. You get 10 more movement. 10 feet more movement.
tremors,
Or it says 10
like
meters.
a child at her first ilietry.
I'm going to change that real quick.
A little saliva from the wound. Saving that.
Alright, system. Imperial. Metric. Imperial. Or it says 10 meters to whatever.
Felt like prey in many moons, Araj.
10 meters is a good another 30 feet. And you get dark vision, can't be charmed, all until your next long rest.
Wanna dance?
If only
Elixir of Tiefling Vice. You can call on Diabolic Mechanic to cast Thaumaturgy, Hellish Rebuke, Burning Hands, and Flaming Blade, each only once until your next long rest. I might actually give that to, and then he's got the human one again.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
I might just give that to.
tremors, like a child at her first ilietry.
Human versatility.
Saliva. Saving that.
Never a dull moment.
Alright. So we did that with her. Now it's time to really get out of here. I'm debating on fast traveling, but you know what? I am like a lazy guy. Just to the front gate. Get my bearings. Start heading north and west. There's something over there I want to take care of. And no, if anybody, it's not. There's a place right off to the west of the House of Healing. In this area somewhere. And we want to go there to take care of some undead. There they go.
Sol Invictus!
What am I to do?
Still alive. So that's progress. Hope your soul is in good hands.
My patience wanes. Staying out of sight.
Surprised you spotted me.
Man, with a good old-fashioned fireball.
I could go for a good meal.
Need to keep focused.
Let's march.
Alright, where is my lightning? Call lightning. This. $67. You got 18. Dog got 11. I'm gonna hit him. Nah, I'm gonna save that. You know, some level they was gonna come to us. No, I'm gonna just hit him. I don't know what's given behind this mark, but I might as well use it.
Let's turn someone inside out. With pleasure.
Run to DB that to be an offhand. What that is? Attack? What? It is what it is. There's some wild magic involved here. Wild magic until the end of your rage. You can summon an intangible spirit each turn.
Can't even catch my breath. One day I'll catch a break.
And the lifted power took effect of Call the Weak. Gotta love it.
Talk to me. On the move.
Oh, she couldn't get there. Missed. Alright, let's go for bar. Alright, Lisa, you got this, baby. Where do you think you're going?
Taste my fury.
Make it hurt.
Right, it ended, Asterion. All of them had nothing on them. And they were just basic pilgrims.
No one stopped me yet.
Trying to make it to their destination and got waylaid. And they're part of an undead army. Alright, so we're gonna go down here to the morgue.
Look at this place.
Before I continue, I'm gonna use the rest of them.
Defy description.
Silence can be best. Give it a try sometime.
Alright, I'm back. That's the morgue just where I came in. Burlap sack. I don't really want to look in there. Nothing. See?
That's curious.
Noted. A reminder, sisters. Do not forget their patience passing through these hallowed halls. Must needs be stripped of such frivolous items as jewelry, timepieces, and extraneous gold mounts. These burdens can be safely stored in the vault behind the hidden wall, that they not confuse matters between ourselves and Catholic justiciars. We like to avoid misunderstandings if possible. Just in case they missed. Now let's push this button. We ain't scared of no buttons around here. Sometimes I be hearing people, they get all, ooh, oh God. You came for, man. You came for adventure. Strange tendril amulet. Everett's black tentacles. That is not a bad one for Will. But I'm gonna send it to camp for. It's not one. Something you can just evoke. On a whim. Not on a whim, but without using up personal resources. Ooh, what's in there? Ah, poison cloud. Oh, back up, y'all. Back up, y'all. Back up, y'all. Everybody back up. What we're gonna do is give you an elixir. Versus poison right now. Where's it at?